Yo, welcome back to another episode of Talk Yo Shift. This is Derek.
And I'm Antoine.
We back at y'all with another one, another
Another one.
conversation, another episode. As always, we want to thank and appreciate any and everybody that tunes into the podcast and journeying with us and just enjoying these conversations. We hope you're enjoying these conversations because that's what they are, the conversations. We're not here to tell y'all what to do, how to do it, when to do it. Just to vocalize our thoughts and opinions and where we are in life in real time. A lot of these thoughts may change. We may shift our perspective in other areas of our life as we continue to journey and as we continue to grow. Life is an ever-evolving thing. It should be. I don't think anyone should be stagnant in one place. So the purpose of this platform is really just to encourage people to journey, and you don't have to be certain on any and everything.
Absolutely.
You can lead with curiosity, and I appreciate my brother Antoine coming along with me on this ride, and we just hope that you guys continue to tune in to the conversations, man, because we appreciate having them, and we hope that a lot of these topics and what's being said does resonate with you guys. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, as always, y'all feel free to connect with us online.
For sure.
You can reach us at our podcast Instagram page, which is Talk Yo Shift POD. On Instagram, and then you can hit me up personally, which is Culture, which is KULTUUR __. Antoine, give me your handle.
My handle is at Twan, is TOINNE 96. That's on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, all that stuff, just my first and last name.
Yeah.
Also, too, wanted to say, dang, I forgot what I wanted to say. Go ahead, D. Kick it off.
You forgot?
I forgot what
Hopefully.
Yeah, I literally forgot. Right in that moment.
Hopefully
I was
it come
add
back.
something to what you said.
Nah, that's cool. Hopefully it come back. But today we got a really dope conversation that I thought it was really cool to have, that I thought would be really cool to have, because it's a pretty familiar experience that I think every black man has. And it could be a common experience in any other cultures too, but in the black experience, the barbershop is one of the chief cornerstones,
man,
of a black male's experience.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. When you from it, you know what we're talking about. The barbershop is one of those staples that has always been a part of a black man's life at some point in his life. Whether you grew your hair out or not,
for sure,
or you kept a fade or whatever, the barbershop at some point in your life,
you've experienced this.
It was an experience for you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to talk about, our experience at the barbershop, because the barbershop is not just a place of business where there's a transaction going on, right?
Mm-mm.
There is business, obviously, where you
Absolutely.
go in and you go to a barber and they cut your hair in whatever styling that you want.
Yeah.
However, the barbershop is also one of those very unstructured formation spaces, right?
Yeah.
And in the barbershop, beliefs get tested, language gets refined, confidence is built or broken.
For sure.
If you ain't been a part of a barbershop roast session,
yeah,
I'm trying to tell you,
it might be worse than being at a comedy show.
It'll grow you up real fast.
Most definitely.
But it's one of those social spaces that you really get an opportunity to experience. It's an experience. That's really the most I can say about it, man. It's an experience. It ain't one of them places that you in and out. It ain't like the grocery store. You feel me? It ain't like the bank.
Yeah.
You actually go in there and you already know you going there for a haircut.
Absolutely.
But for the black man, it's like we also went in there for a lot of other things. It was a space for us to have conversations, to be amongst people that look like us, feel like us, and come from the same things we come from. So it was like, it's probably one of the most safest spaces for a black man to be.
Absolutely, bro. Literally, I remember, barbershop always, when I heard barbershop, the first thing I think of?
What's that?
The movie.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's just so nostalgic, like seeing it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a little exaggerated because it's a movie, theatrics or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I see the movie Barbershop, like, that's how I picture the barbershop. Like, you got the old head over there, you got the kids, teenagers, adults. all men alike,
Yeah,
same ages, and then you just having conversations. You having those old tail, back and forth debates. Who's better, LeBron or MJ or
for sure,
Kobe?
for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like that's we experienced it all, bro.
Yeah, the barbershop is one of them things you're gonna remember. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Again, even if it was a short stint in your life where you went on a regular basis,
A memory
it's
was created there.
some type of memory was created at the
For sure.
barbershop, and I have a whole bunch of memories of the barbershop. But I thought this would be a really important conversation because it so much about the barbershop shapes identity,
Mm,
and
talk to him.
so much about the barbershop really. Because most people assume that identity is shaped by school, church, and home, which it is, but that's an incomplete list. The barbershop is one of those social spaces
Yeah.
where it really does shape and challenge your identity. And
It's like when they say it takes a village to raise a child, it's like the barbershop is part of that village.
the barbershop is the village.
Is the
You know what I'm
village.
saying? The barbershop is the village.
Yeah.
It's one of the first places Black boys are introduced to manhood, conversation, debate,
Yeah.
community. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first boardroom. It's the first therapy session. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yep.
It's you go in there, and even kids are exposed to adult conversation.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
For
depending
sure.
on some of the men that's in the room, like we're still mindful that there's kids in there.
For
So
sure.
we still have the conversation, but we kind of, PG-13,
Tone it
you
down.
know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. For
We try
sure.
to watch what we say, but
Absolutely.
sometimes we don't, because sometimes those conversations get heated, they get passionate,
And it's
and
just raw emotion.
it's raw emotion. And sometimes the barbershop is one of the first places I've seen uh disagreement be handled well,
Absolutely, bro.
right? Because the the feeling was brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
we didn't have to know you. Like we may see you often because we go to the barbershop, but it's one of the places where we can go and have conversation, and we can disagree on views and
Yeah.
still be comfortable and fine to stay in the room and continue having the conversation. Were egos in
Absolutely.
the room? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Was there a lot of pride in the room? Absolutely. It's men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
go ahead.
it reminds me of what we was talking about recently, D. I actually remember, I think it was Christian and Otis, they were having that conversation, and they were talking about how, like, in Ethiopia, they were, like, one of the first cultures to, like, have different, viewpoints, have different perspectives, have different lived experiences, different whatever,
Yeah.
and they were still able to, like, share this, like you say, brotherhood, this family, like still live amongst each other, even when it's like, oh, we disagree. And it's kind of like that's what the barbershop reminds me of, but more of obviously in a more like family dynamic and, more of a social setting
Yeah.
where it's like people are actually, like you said, the first time we see, hey man, dudes can really have disagreements, share different perspectives, opinions, ideas about stuff, and still like dap it up at the end, show
For sure.
love
For sure.
before they head out. You know what I'm
Because if
saying?
because you had that mentality of it is what it is. Like, I don't agree with this nigga, but you know what I'm saying? Like we
Facts.
ain't about to box right here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like, okay, nigga, you think
And I done seen fights, break out in the barbershop. I ain't
mhm,
saying they can't get there. But
absolutely.
but that wasn't always the goal. That wasn't always
Yeah.
the end of the conversation. It's like we disagree, and it is what it is. And whoever leaves at the barbershop first, you're gonna be the one talked about once you walk out the doors.
Facts. Gotta know that's
You
coming.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're gonna be the one talked about as soon as you leave out the door. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So, but the barbershop is just like, it's one of the first places that you learn how to joke, you learn how to defend yourself verbally and build confidence. Like, it's those micro things, like it's those mannerisms, it's those little small things that young boys are able to pick up on and learn when they are around other men in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because it's like
absolutely.
you're not coddled in the barbershop. It's not one of them places where you're being pacified. It's one of the most realest places you can ever be in. It's a real experience.
Real
You know what I'm
experience.
saying? So it's like
For sure.
it's a place to decompress for a lot of men, because some men go in there after work. Some men work all week and get in there in the weekend. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's one of them places where it's like, you
You really
just
just get to take a break, sit back. It's a place where you really just get to sit in the chair and receive service.
straight up.
Because as men, we always are doing the serving a lot of times, and a lot of aspects in life. So the barbershop is like that place for us to just kind of rest,
Yeah.
relax, sit back, get a cut. Some dudes fall asleep in the chair.
And like, the culture of the barbershop has changed now, because a lot of it is appointment based. So
For sure.
the waiting time ain't the same no more. But
Yeah.
it used to be a time where you would tell your barber, "Hey, what spots you got open? Hey,
Right.
come around 4." He be like,
Right.
"Bet."
And pull up.
You pull up around 3.
Yeah.
Cause you
Just in case.
just in case you can slide in there earlier. But
Facts.
you
Traffic.
planned on being there for at least 2 hours. At
Facts.
least.
Because you already know when you get in there, it might be 2, 3, or 40, even though he didn't told you.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
other people's thinking the same way you are. Like, I gotta get in here and get cut, bro.
You know what I'm
Weekend's
saying?
coming up. This is coming up. Whatever.
And then unless you're in a rush, some people are like, man, don't worry about it. I'm cool and I'm chilling. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And the brother sits down, and we waiting on our spot to get in the chair. Some guys take a nap. Some guys join in the conversation that's already going. Sometimes we look at the flat screen and we start watching the game or the movie playing. Like, it's a lot going on in there that you could partake in, and it's really one of them social spaces and them social rooms. It's like a cultural classroom. You know what I'm saying? It's a social space and it's a classroom all at the same time. Because the things you can learn in the barbershop is, you learn how to talk trash, you learn how to defend your opinion, you learn how to tell stories, how to listen to older men. You know what I'm saying? You learn slang, you learn music, you learn culture, you learn sports, you learn social awareness. And I'm looking at a list, but it's a lot of these things that really resonate with me.
Absolutely.
But you learn how to, you learn confidence in speaking in groups, how to take jokes without getting emotional.
Facts, exactly.
Like,
you see other men.
These are life skills.
Yes. And we didn't even realize it, because at the time I did not know, like, I was actually learning skills.
Yeah.
It was just living out an experience, right?
Yeah.
But it's just crazy when you look back on it. It's like, hey, I've learned to do this like naturally without even realizing.
For sure.
And it's just such a beautiful experience. That's why it's like, bro, if you know, you got to actually just experience it for yourself to like really truly know it for yourself. It's one of those things you can't really describe it in words. It doesn't do it justice.
Yeah. And one of the reasons why this conversation really resonates with me is because the barbershop was actually one of the few places that me and my dad went to together, right?
Yeah.
My sister wasn't with us. My brother wasn't with us. My mama wasn't with us. Because me and my brother, we like 10 years apart or whatever. But so for a long time, it was a place that me and my dad frequent a lot together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aside from church and being at home, and sometimes I'm out running some errands with my dad. But the barbershop,
you could always count on you and Pops going to the barbershop together.
The barbershop is something that we went to.
The barbershop.
Yeah.
Facts. And it's one of the few places, bro, where multiple generations of black men can go, such as a young man going with his father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at a list too where it said, one, you might see kids, teenagers, dads, like I just said earlier about seeing old heads, kind of remind you of like Checker Fred in the corner.
Yeah.
Playing checkers. Checker Fred playing checkers.
For sure.
Eddie over there. Don't nobody want to get cut by him.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro, experience after experience. When you think of the barbershop, you not only think of real life experiences, but you see so many movie scenes. Like, I'm thinking about Coming to America right now. You know what I'm saying? And you got
which one you thinking about?
Arsenio Hall and Eddie, and they all playing these different characters in Coming to America in the first one. I don't talk about the second one. The first one is the one you gotta talk about. You know what I'm saying? But that barbershop scene is a classic scene. But
classic.
It spoke to how much of a staple the barbershop was in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Like, almost every big black movie got has a barbershop scene, or at least there's a lot of movies
Absolutely.
that have a barbershop scene because
Yeah.
it's a staple.
It's a
It's
staple.
just as important as the church.
It's a staple. Hey, say it again, bro.
It's just as important as the church, man. It's one of those spaces that we need. It's one of those spaces that that meant so much to us. You know what I'm saying?
So much.
And again, and I'm probably say this throughout the conversation, even though
Yeah.
the space of the barbershop has changed a bit, right? Because again, everybody is appointment based now. So
I know it.
you go on the app and you book your time, and
Yep.
when you I mean 95% of the time when I book with
Yeah.
my barber, once I pull up, it's time for me to get in the chair.
It's exactly because like that's how they do it now. For the most part, most are doing.
Yeah.
Some are still doing first come first serve. Like my barber actually does first come first serve. So you still kind of get that traditional, old school barbershop experience in there because you got dudes walking in, sitting down, just like, hey, I got next and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then they still got the TV and everything. And you walk in, they the old heads cutting heads. They shaping people up, talking about football season, basketball season, who the best player, all that. Bro.
Yeah. You said
I
something
like
though.
that.
You said that the barbershop is one of the few places that has multiple
Black men, like multiple generations of black men.
Okay.
Kids, teenagers, old heads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm not.
Adults.
I wanted to bring it back because it's like it ain't just generations, but it's like different people with different occupations too is in the room.
Facts.
The barbershop is one of the few places where you will have the drug dealer, the pastor, the athlete, the white collar worker,
The entrepreneur,
the hustlers,
yep.
all in the same room.
All in the same room.
All in the same room. And can you imagine what them conversations are? Because it's like all of these people hold different or certain type of values.
And coexist.
But we coexist in this space, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was always something we either learned from one another in a good way or bad way. Like you either learned it and it was like it was good for me to learn, or you just like I learned more about this person or this type of person.
Right.
So it's like, but all of these different thoughts and perspectives coexisted. And we put everything on the table in the barbershop because you didn't know what conversation was going to be had in the barbershop. We could be talking about sports and the biggest headline in sports right now. We could be talking about politics and the president. We could be talking about the
cultural events,
stuff that happened in the neighborhood, the killing that just happened in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many things that we talked about, but it's like you said, that multi-generational, you know what I'm saying, palette that's in the barbershop. It's like it wasn't just the age difference, but it's like you got people from all different parts of the neighborhood that's in this one spot.
Absolutely. And it's and if you got all these different generations of men, obviously you're gonna have all of these different perspectives. And it's a sight to see, bro, to really, like I said, have all these different age gaps and groups of people together.
Yeah.
And you can see us actually really coexist and it'd be a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would argue that the way the barbershop operates is the way, like, it should be integrated within our communities.
100%.
Like at least the way we handle things, right? At least the way we respond, at least the way we love one another.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, sometimes we might hear something we like, all right, that's bone. I'm gonna chew up and spit out the bones. You know what I'm saying?
For
like
sure.
that ain't it, right? But then other times we might hear things where it's like, man, that's real.
Yeah.
Like I needed to really hear that.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm actually going through the same thing, or I shared a similar experience, or you know what, you going through that, young blood, and I've went through that before. So let me show you some game or give you some game.
And that right there is probably one of the most powerful pieces of being in a place like the barbershop, right? Because as a man, as a black man more specifically, having the opportunity to speak about your experience, your struggles, or what's going on in your life, and having those ears who listen, right? Yeah, you got those old heads sometimes who always try to make it a lesson, and they don't really listen. They just they already know what you're talking about, and so they trying to let me tell you, young blood, because this is what you're doing wrong, and it's like, nigga, I ain't even done talking yet. You know what I'm saying? They already try to give you the solution to the problem.
Love to just throw the answers out there.
But you do have some brothers that listen, and it's like they really do resonate and they understand what it is that you are dealing with. And
For sure.
sometimes having that opportunity to be able to just get that off your chest and then receive honest, real-time feedback, you know what I'm saying? And just unadulterated feedback, right?
Mm.
There's no respectability politics in the barbershop.
It's just human to human.
That's it.
Man, the
Because there's
teenager,
no
kid.
respectability politics.
Yep.
There's no code switching. There's no none
Mhm.
of that because we here. This is us.
This is us, and we just sharing us with you. We just expressing who we are with one another.
Ain't got to
That's it.
put on no mask or nothing. I mean, until the ego and the pride start showing up.
Of course.
But we all share the same experience in some capacity.
Absolutely.
And having that opportunity to get feedback off of out of just venting or sharing where you at and then hearing other people's perspectives, man, it's like there were so many times growing up when I started to become a young adult and even up into my
Yeah.
adult life where I was able to leave the barbershop and be like, man, I ain't never thought about that. And I remember going to try something different or going to do something
Mhm.
different because I heard a group of other brothers who did something different.
Yeah.
Right. And it was like, that moment is so needed for some men because it's like sometimes what you need in life to change the trajectory of your life is a difference of opinion, is a different perspective on how to look at something. And
For
the
sure.
barbershop was one of those places where we talked about politics, religion, women, money, racism, sports, local news, conspiracies,
For
business
sure.
ideas, community issues. Like
All that.
everybody came in with their viewpoint of something, but when you
Yep.
open that viewpoint to other views, it's
Yeah.
like that's right there sometimes is what's needed for us to really, learn how to get on the same page.
Most definitely. I think the beautiful thing about it too is that, like you said, it's where those opinions are formed. The fact that we can that's where those opinions are formed and we can share those opinions. Even when people get into it with one another, the dude that got his haircut, I mean, more than likely, we don't really see nobody finding another barbershop to go to.
Yeah.
They coming right back to get cut again in another couple weeks, and they're gonna share their opinion again, express themselves, and that conversation continues.
Yeah.
Like I think the beautiful part about it is that we can continue conversation even when we disagree. And we've
Because
even said
you're not going to another barbershop. You're not once you lock in with your barber,
that's home.
you know what I'm saying? Unless something
Yeah.
drastic has changed or your
For
barber's
sure.
moving out of town or some shit like that,
Something like that,
you're
yeah.
not changing barbers. So if we had this intense conversation
Yeah.
on a Tuesday, we gonna see each other again at least 2 weeks from now on that same
Facts.
Tuesday. You know what I'm
Facts. And I'ma
saying?
holler at you again.
And
Like,
I'm a
hey,
holler.
2 weeks then went by. I didn't get some more information.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got a better argument.
remember what we was talking about last time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's one of them places where it's like, this is the place where we disagreed at, but we still found it safe to come back in the same place
Facts. Facts,
with
bro.
no problem. And
With no
like
problem.
you said, I feel like the experience of the barbershop is definitely something that needs to be integrated in a lot of other spaces. Like, because again, it's just not to bash the church, but there's been so
Nah.
many times in the church space where disagreement was had and I didn't feel safe to come back.
Nope.
I didn't feel safe to come back. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? I didn't even feel safe to come back and just be myself. And the barbershop was one of them places. Again, no respectability politics. You came back.
No mask, no facade.
You came
It's just
back.
showing right back up as you are.
You came back because my barber's here. And I'm not going to another barber just because I got roasted the last time. Or
Facts.
because we had a big argument or some tense conversation. So it's like,
Yeah.
I could come back here and and felt no ways about it.
At all.
Felt no ways
Because it's
about
all good. Like you can sense the energy.
Yeah.
Like you obviously you understand when you have, and that's another thing too. Like at the barbershop, that's where we're like building these relationships. Even if we're even if it's unbeknownst to us,
Yeah.
we're actually building rapport, building relationships with people. And then I think that's why we like are able to show up and just be our truest selves because we see everybody else doing the same thing. It's where everybody either takes their cape off, they takes their masks off, their facades, how they present themselves to the world,
Yeah.
and then they come into the shop. And then once they see the first example of someone expressing themselves freely,
Yeah.
and then they notice the response in the room doesn't look like what you saying about the church. They're like, oh, okay, this is actually a safe space.
Yeah.
And then people start to become comfortable. And then, because I've even seen at times where people came into the shop and they were a little shy, a little timid. So many people in the room, they are introvert. But then over time, like, they opened up. We were like, dang, they start talking. Because it's like, it's really a safe space,
Yeah,
bro.
man, it is. It's a safe haven, man. And some people do
Mm-hmm.
come in there for the commonality, the conversation, and
For sure.
just to get away from the world. You feel me? Like literally off the street. Like depending on where your
Facts.
barbershop was located, guys will literally be walking up the street and just coming to barbershop. They ain't even there to get a haircut. They just there to
Yep.
talk to the barber, talk to some other old heads that's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
the barbershop was also one of them places where there was respect at the door, right?
Absolutely.
And nobody came in on no foolishness. Nobody came
Mm-hmm.
in on some wild stuff. Like they came in and immediately had respect for one another. The
Facts.
young people had respect for the elders. Like
Absolutely.
these are one of the places where I saw the most um respectable stand-up drug dealers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though what they was
Yep.
doing was immoral, you know what I'm saying? But these guys came in and gave respect to the elders in the room. They didn't come in here
Absolutely.
with no BS. They didn't come in here trying to start some stuff. They didn't come in here trying to make it something. They didn't bring no work in there. They didn't bring no issue. Not like they came in to get a break from life.
Yeah.
And they'll be
Absolutely.
one of the most chill, cool brothers ever in the room. And it's just like, honestly, that's what kind of made young black boys look up to the drug dealers, because we didn't see them in this light of being a horrible person,
Right. We
right?
didn't see them being violent or right. Like you said, that image in our head. We just seen them as being like dudes that had the money, the jewelry, the cars,
You know what I'm
and like
saying?
lived a certain lifestyle that we wanted to live, because for most of us, we came out of poverty
But they
or
also moved a certain way too. Like we still saw them as stand-up guys,
for sure.
right? We just, as we got older, we just found out, okay, they're doing stuff that's illegal,
More
or they're doing
information.
stuff that
For
you're not
sure.
supposed to be doing. But it's like,
Right.
but at that point, they're already a figure in your life.
Exactly.
You know what
They've
I'm
already got
saying?
influence over you.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a figure in life. And for a lot of young boys, the barbershop is one of the first places where they hear adult perspectives. You know, they hear
Facts.
adult perspectives before they even read a book on any of these topics that we talk about. They heard that topic talked about in the barbershop first.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
For
it's
sure.
one of those cultural places that really it's a formation of identity. And
Yeah.
there's so many life skills that we learn just from being in that space, the barbershop.
Yeah, man. It's the thing that's unfortunate about it, D, is like it's one of the last community spaces left. And like you just said earlier, the dynamic ain't even the same.
It isn't. And this is no disrespect to the barbers.
For
Like, I
sure.
understand that the culture of it has slightly changed. And don't get me wrong, like me and my barber, shout out to Corey, we still have conversations, you know what I'm saying, when I'm in the chair and
Yeah,
he's cutting me up. Like, we've been
for
able to
sure.
learn about each other's kids and how we go about, disciplining our kids or having conversations with our kids, how we go about educating
Absolutely.
our kids. Like, those conversations still happen.
Yeah.
It's just in a smaller scope now, right?
Right.
It's but I would even say it's more intimate now, right? Because sometimes that conversation isn't always a broad conversation. And I'm talking about in today's modern time of the shop, it ain't always
Right.
a broad conversation that's throughout the whole shop. You run into that
Right.
every now and then. Like sometimes when I come into the barbershop, there is an open forum going on in that
Yeah.
moment. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
usually you there again when it's time for your appointment and you get right into the chair
Right.
and you
And since it's like that, it's kind of like your barber's kind of cutting dudes in between, cuts, and then you got the intimate time and space with your barber just one on one, instead of it just being a lot of guys in the shop waiting to get cut and everybody having conversation, yelling across the room and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
it.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then the guys are
Mhm.
doing boutiques more now. They not even in places where there's multiple barbers. People are
Yeah,
just
that's
buying
true.
their own space and it's just them. So it's
At
like,
their
but
own
but
cribs.
even in those moments, it's still an important place, man, because it's like barbers end up being therapists to some people.
I swear.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and sometimes their capacity to be a therapist is really just a brother that's just listening.
That's it.
You feel me? And it's
It ain't
like
even giving answers.
sometimes they get it all. Like Man, life is effed up right now. I'm trying to figure this out, bro. I done lost some
Yeah,
money over here. I'm trying to get this together. I'm trying da 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 da. They may give some banter and that every now and then, give some advice, but for the most part, they listening, right?
absolutely, bro.
And for some men, that's the only space they able to really just vent without
Yep,
without being reprimanded, without being talked to a certain way, without
yep,
trying to be fixed. It's just like, man,
exactly.
let me just get this off my chest so I can breathe because I've been holding this all week. You know what I'm saying? So the barbershop has always been one of them places, man, and it's like we felt that amongst one another.
Absolutely,
We felt that
absolutely.
amongst one another.
Yeah, bro. neighborhoods neighborhoods aren't the same anymore. Like, and like you said, no disrespect to the barbers. Like you said, the culture's changed. Like the world has changed and shifted and evolved. So we know, like, internet, certain things have taken over.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I feel like because the barbershop is, like you said, a staple, it's been a pillar within the community,
Mm,
and the expression that you get out of it, at least how we did previously,
yeah.
because we don't have that anymore. Like, the neighborhoods aren't the same anymore, meaning like people aren't even sitting on their porches. It's like certain things are starting to change.
Yeah, it's
It's
different.
not even just the barbershop aspect. It's like it's affected other areas of the community too.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Community centers is rare now.
Yeah, like
And
I
I
remember going.
I grew up on that, bro. It was the Boys and Girls Club and
Yes,
it was the Newburgh Community Center that we have here in Louisville. And I went to the Newburgh Community Center probably my whole childhood. You feel me? At least
bruh.
for 6-7 years, I was at Newburgh Community Center summer camp every summer when school let out, and it was a rec center that had a
Yep,
gym, a game
yep.
room, and some classrooms, and every day there were adults and young adults that were there committed to their time to children. Like we did
Facts,
arts and craft, we played ball, we did a lot of different games and stuff in the
bruh.
gyms. You know what
I
I'm saying?
remember
A
it.
lot of social time. We went outside in the
Yeah.
park. We played in the park for like 4 hours a day.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We had field trips where we went to the swimming pool, we went to the zoo, we went to
Yeah.
basketball games. Like we went to different things, bro. Like, but that's even a rarity now.
Community center is actually where I had my first basketball game.
Mm,
NBA game.
yeah.
It's like, bro, like, think about how many experiences that the community, like kids that, like, we grew up in that era, so we experienced it. But think about how many kids nowadays are missing out on those experiences, bro.
Man.
Because like you said, that shapes our identity. Like, that makes us into who we are. So if we're not experiencing these things, if it's not being expressed within our communities, then
Yeah,
it feels like we're missing the heart of who we are.
for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? Like, what makes us who we are.
I honestly think it's what made our communities and our neighborhoods a lot more safer. When we were around each other more and we learned each other, you know
Say
what I'm
that.
saying? Like we knew what to expect from one another. And
Say that.
we
'Cause
started to develop a mutual respect for the community. Like
it's like the world became smaller because
even if
everybody
you
knew
had a
everybody.
riff with someone, it couldn't be it was swallowed by the community. Like it couldn't get no bigger than the rift.
Like, we ready to sort this out, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
like, it stays within the walls. We're gonna figure this out
nigga, we could box over here by the bathrooms outside
and be cool
and be back
after.
on the court right after. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it never got to guns. It never
Most
got
definitely.
to bloodshed. It never got to that. Like, I'm not saying that
Yeah.
didn't happen, but it was like it was in this space where community was a presence in our lives. And,
Yeah.
you know, we grew up with these kids. We didn't just go to school with them, but we knew that after school, we seen you at the community center.
Facts.
We knew when summer break come, it's the community center because a lot of us didn't go on vacations.
Nah, we was at the crib around the neighborhood playing basketball, going to people's cribs, playing the games, spending the night, having sleepovers, whatever.
Vacations
Yeah.
wasn't a common thing for our families, man. And I'm grateful for my mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? Vacations
For
was
sure.
something that they was intentional about. But I'm
Mhm.
also grateful that I got an opportunity to be a part of the Newburgh Community Center, man, because it was
Yeah.
like this is what summer was for us.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We outside playing in the park. We waiting for the lunch truck to come. This big old box truck to come pull up, let the doors up, and we out here passing out boxes of lunch. You feel me? Because it was community. It was community. There was resources there. There was places where kids felt safe. It was the place where kids got their meal when they knew they wasn't gonna
For
get it at the
sure.
crib. You know what I'm
Come on,
saying? It
bro.
was, and this conversation is about barbershops, but again, the barbershop is a staple of community, and there's so many other things that was in the Black
Yeah.
community that I think
These are
make,
branches of the barbershop.
yeah, yeah,
Branches of it.
yeah,
My mom told me something recently. She said, Antoine, thank you. She's like, 'cause you've always stayed in your lane. Like, you never try to be too grown or, not more or less, just you stay in your lane.
sure,
And it's like, what you're describing kind of almost reminds me of like, that's kind of what the barbershop was for us. When we had the barbershop and when we had these experiences, we had more community centers, and it's like those things kept us in our lane as kids.
yes, sir.
I mean, again, we talking about barbershops, but the term YN is going around, and it's like, perhaps we wouldn't have it, bro, if we had some of these, activities within our community that we had as kids that were we able to stay in our lane and just be kids.
Man, these YNs
Be teenagers.
they ain't nobody but kids out here trying to survive, bro.
That's it.
They survive. That they are kids without community, bro.
Without community.
You know what I'm saying? It's,
Say it again,
it's
bro.
like, it's the difference between a hyena and a dog.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
a dog has a family it can go to,
Facts.
right? A place where they can be in the
It's
yard.
domesticated.
It's domesticated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not even more so the domesticated piece, but
I know, right?
but it's a part of the family.
For sure.
But a hyena is out here in the wild trying to survive on its own.
That's it. They just figuring it out.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Yeah.
these YNs ain't nobody but kids without sanctuary, without community, without that familial piece to their life. You know what I'm saying? That's all they are.
That's it.
That's all they are. And the thing
Yeah.
about it was, when you have places like the barbershop, when you have places like the community center, the narrative was more controlled in those spaces.
Yep.
These weren't bad kids. These weren't thugs. These weren't criminals. You know
They
what I'm
needed
saying?
direction.
That's all they needed.
That's it.
Direction and love and attention. You
And
know what I'm saying?
identity.
That's
Somebody to keep informing them about who they are.
And the barbershop, more specifically, was that formation of identity. Like, even if you didn't go there with your dad, if you went there with a cousin or an uncle, you know what I'm saying? Or however you found yourself in the barbershop.
Yeah, your buddy, your friend, whatever.
Everybody became your dad in there.
Facts.
Everybody became your uncle. Everybody became your brother. You know what I'm saying?
OG,
so there
there
was some level of safety and direction and love and attention that every young Black boy needs. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And when those type of places change into something else, or they're moved out of the community, that's why you get YNs, bro. That's why you get neighborhoods where the crime rate is going up. Now, there's other components too. I'm not saying it's just because those community places are out, but I'm just saying, bro, that's just what you get when those familial community spaces are not operating as they once were. And I'll be 36 tomorrow, and I came up in that era where those were staples in my life. Right? I was a neighborhood kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not stay at home playing video games. That was not the thing. Gaming was not the thing.
Right. We was outside.
Gaming is what you did when it was raining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the only time you play games. Outside of that, you outside. I was always outside in somebody's driveway, playing basketball or getting into some trouble, or just out and about, riding my bikes, riding over into the other neighborhood. And then if I ain't at school, I'm in my neighborhood. And if I ain't in those places, it's summertime, I'm at the Newburgh Community Center, Boys and Girls Club, at the park, something.
Something.
Like, we wanted to be with community, with where everyone else was. Right? Because we knew what to expect from everybody. You knew who it was on this block, who it was on that block.
Absolutely.
We know what to expect. We know who the knuckleheads are.
Yep.
We know who the lames are. We know who the nerdy kids. Like, we all knew, but we all respected, and we just knew what to expect from everybody.
100%.
You know?
We just need people that give a damn again, man.
For sure.
We need people that care. Like, that really are willing to invest. Because like you said, I think we're moving the needle with even just having these conversations. But we need more people having these conversations. We need more people invested, speaking out,
Yeah.
or however that looks for you
Yeah.
as far as like, but I think we just need more people to start caring, bro. And going back to what you said about barbers being therapists, it's like I think the reason why barbers are able to be therapists because they hear everything.
Everything. Everything.
Everything. Hey, could you imagine how many like people's stories they know? Like, because they cut so many, they got so many clients. So
And they hear
what they got 30 different.
everything. Everything, bro. And I mean, and I be thinking about like actual therapists sometimes. It's like, man, how do they manage, themselves after taking on so many other people's lives?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but
Absolutely.
barbers though, it's like they cutting 10 to 12 heads a day. And it's like, it's a lot of conversations.
That's a lot of conversations, a lot of perspectives, a lot of niggas stories.
You know what I'm
Man, I'm
saying?
going through this with my girl at home, man.
Yeah, man. For real. For real.
All
But it
that.
was one of them places, man, where you found out how normal your situation was. You found out how normal your
Yes.
situation was. Like,
Yes.
you getting into it with your girl is common, bro.
Common.
You just need to be around some other brothers who experience the same thing. I'm like, my nigga, what you dealing with is not the end of the world.
This has been going on since the beginning of time. Now let us let us share some game with you on how to handle this
Game,
properly.
game,
Game.
game. You got game and gyms all the time. And that's the thing that's important for men to understand. It's like sometimes when you open up and just say what you're dealing with, sometimes what you need is I said it earlier, is a change of perspective. But you would
Feedback.
never get the other feedback. You would never get the feedback or the other change or the other perspectives on something if you don't
Yeah.
talk about nothing.
Facts.
But the barbershop reminded me of how important safe spaces are, period.
I
Right?
didn't even realize it, D-back. I didn't even realize it, but to now I do. But back then, bro, I didn't even realize it back then.
Yeah, man.
But it's like
Back
that's
then,
home, bro.
it was natural for us. It was
It's
it
natural.
was common. Safe places were common
Common.
because they were a part of the community. This is how we
Yeah.
survived. This is how we came together. This is how we live life. This was our therapy, because even then therapy was still a stigma. There was a stigma on therapy in the Black community but when you had places like the barbershop,
Yeah.
that was our own self-therapy that we gave to each
For
other.
sure.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And it was like, it gave an opportunity for everybody to hear each other out. And it was a space where all walks of life is in all walks of Black life. Let me be specific again, because it wasn't like you had different cultures in there. You had all
Yeah.
walks of life, different occupations, walking the pastor, the drug dealer, the hustler, the entrepreneur, the athlete, the school teacher. All of them was in there. The garbage man, MSD man, LG&E
Everybody
dude.
gotta get cut.
Everybody got to get cut.
Yep.
And we all in there at the same time. And you can only imagine the capacity of that conversation. You know what I'm saying? But barbershop always reminded me of how important safe spaces are.
Yes.
And how it's those type of spaces that actually really help with mental health and depression and, how to deal with money problems and kids and relationships and life decisions. It's just like
Absolutely, bro.
having a space to just be like, man, what do I do? I'm trying to figure this out. And there's 2-3 other brothers that been there, done that.
It makes you really value and truly see the value of like relationship.
Yeah.
And community, bro. Like, think about this, D. Think about this is a little bit off topic, but think about lepers back in the day in the Bible. They never got touched, never was able to be around human contact, right?
For sure.
And then, you got Jesus. He comes and he touches them and he heals them or whatever. But it's just the fact that, like, think about if you had no contact with a human, right? And then once you finally have physical contact with somebody after not touching them for so long. And it makes me really take a step back and just be like, man, like we take for granted so much, like you said, the barbershop.
Yeah.
Just having that safe space to be able to express yourself freely and be you. Be able to just touch people, feel people. Like, And I'm talking about like with love, like the actual like intimacy. Even if you're not even feeling and touching people, like it's a sense of like feeling it within your soul. Like
Yeah.
it's just a deep experience and encounter. Like again, it can't really be words ain't gonna do it justice. Like it just has to be an experience. But it's almost like the barbershop is almost like you ever been having an experience with family or something, then you kind of just sit back while everybody else is talking, laughing, and you just kind of sit back,
Taking it in.
taking it in.
Yeah.
That's kind of how like it. That's what that reminds you of, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's that
Yeah,
synergy. It's that synergy that connects us all. You know what I'm saying? It's like to be in a space where we all share the same experiences. It may be different variations of that experience, but we
yeah,
all share the same experience, right? You know what
yes.
I'm saying? Like the police mean something to us. Like we share a common experience with the police.
They come in and get cut.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I'm saying like
right. I know
I'm
what you're
talking
saying.
about the different things that we experience together. Like we share common perspectives. We share common experiences. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it's like when
That's why you say you won't be specific about black.
when five
Right.
O's riding up the street, we all pause and look at
For
it.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's like these are just experiences that we share. And
Yeah.
when we share experiences like these, there's a level of safety and a level of calmness that comes because it's like I'm with my people. I'm with people
Yeah.
that understand my plight, that understand my experience.
Yes.
Without having to say a word, you know exactly what it is. You know
I
what I'm
think that's
saying?
key right there.
Yeah,
Being being understood.
yeah,
And that's why we feel so comfortable.
yeah,
Because we know that we're understood by one another. Because it's like even if your lived experiences are a little different than mine, they're still similar in ways because we share something in common, which is who we are,
yeah,
which is black people,
yeah,
black men and women,
yeah,
right? And with that comes some shared experiences.
yeah,
And even though they're different experiences, because it's all within like one culture, like it's still ultimately always, like you said, that synergy. It always circles its way back around to being like, this is still like the core.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's another aspect of the barbershop that we haven't tapped into yet, but another aspect of it was a level of self-love and self-care from the barbershop, right? The
Mm.
barbershop is one of the few
Hey, that's a
places you
good
can get
point.
two brothers to talk about different type of shampoos. You know what I'm saying? Because barbers, barbers are
Yeah,
they're experts at what they do,
for
and
sure.
it ain't just about the blade and the lineup. It's a lot
Yeah,
of science that goes behind it. And
facts.
in my experience, I've seen barbers get pissed whenever certain people get in the chair because it's like some guys get in the chair and they got their hair all gooped up with different greases and it's dirty and it's
Yeah,
like, man, they about to mess my clippers up. You feel me? And I didn't seen
literally.
barbers take the time and tell guys like, hey man, you need to wash your hair. Like you need to make sure you do this once or twice a week or
Yeah,
bi-weekly. It's like use this, you know what I'm saying? Because the texture of your hair is this, that, and the third. So it's like you want to
right.
make sure you go about it this way.
Yeah.
You got these type of coils in your hair, so you want to
Yep.
use this on your hair. Put this type of moisturizer in your hair so you can take care of your hair. And like they gave you game on how to take care of yourself.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah,
like it was a level of self-care that you learned in the
absolutely.
barbershop and that the barbers were able to give. This is when the barbers really shine because this is their level of expertise. These niggas have
Yeah,
been in the books. They went to school for this. They understand
facts.
that's how they know how to cut different textures of hair and all this other. I mean, I can't get into it because I don't really know it, but from my
Right.
experience, it's like I've seen barbers level people up on how to take care of themselves a lot better.
Nah, real talk. I agree, bro. That's fire. I ain't even think of that. We didn't touch on that, but that's a really good point.
Yeah, it's a level of
Very great
self-care that
point.
we're committed to, man, because you know that feeling, bro. When you get that lineup in that taper, bro, can't nobody tell you nothing.
And that,
You could be having the worst. It could be raining that day, bro.
but when you get that cut,
And you walking outside without an umbrella because it's like the rain can't even touch this taper, my nigga. I'm talking about ice cream cold, man.
facts.
And
Paint job.
it changed your whole countenance. It
Mm-hmm.
changed your whole countenance, bro.
Sure
Like
does.
you was ready to run every errand you could run now and after you done left the barbershop. You feel me?
Hey, everybody. Hey, you know Spice Adams on Instagram? Dude be in the cut, bro. Dude be in the chair like that. Just, yeah, just clean me up. But then when he
Talking
hit
all
that cut,
soft.
he like,
I'ma holler at you. Hey, change completely. Confidence is through the roof.
180.
You
That's
know what I'm
crazy.
saying? You call it,
Yeah.
hey, baby, I'll run to the store. I'll stop by the bank. I'll go
All
ahead and
that.
stop by the
You want
car
some
wash.
food?
I'm stopping everywhere. I'm stopping everywhere.
Facts.
Because the confidence is different, man. Like that.
Yeah.
That level of self-confidence and self-love you have for yourself when you get up out the barber chair, it's life-changing,
Absolutely.
bro.
Life-changing.
It's life-changing, man. And it's just like, yeah, you went to the barbershop because you had things to do. You maybe had some type of event coming up, or you had something going on. But barbershop was rotation, even if you didn't have nothing going on.
For sure. Cause it's just like, I gotta go get cut. I gotta get lined up. I gotta get back right.
This ain't just for events, boy. I come to the barbershop for the
Just look clean.
experience and to make sure I get myself cleaned up, because I know how I feel after I get cleaned up like that.
That's that self-care and self-love you talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it taught us that. Once we experienced that first cut and we got crispy, and then everybody was like, ooh, I like that cut. You feel me? You look nice. You crispy. We like, we like how it makes us feel, and how we present ourselves to the world, and how the world responds to that presentation.
You like being hyped up? Yeah, man. You like being hyped up, bro. A haircut can change your life, bro.
Absolutely.
Can change your life. I can see a brother that's down and out, depressed, and his hair ain't together, but I was like, man, first place I'm taking him is to the barbershop.
Get him a cut.
First place I'm taking him is to the barbershop.
You even see it on social media. Like, what's his name? The dude that be cutting outside, white dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Vic
Blends, I think.
Vic Blends. I think Vic Blends is his name.
Is that what it? Okay. Yeah, like even that, bro. Like he be like, man, this is what I can do for you. I can give you a free cut. And then after that, as they're having conversation, connecting with one another, expressing themselves, and it's like, bro, it's so natural too, because these dudes don't even know each other. His brother got a camera, and then dude was still able to like be on the street, get a cut, because it's just something natural about being like,
man. And then when they get up and their face is clean and shaved and lined up and taped, bro, it transforms lives, bro. You done been baptized, bro.
Barbershop is one of the most life-changing experiences for a black man.
Straight up. Like it's a I don't know what I can't think of the words to find. It's such a mandatory experience that you gotta have, bro.
It's like you said, bro. It's a staple. It's such a pivotal experience for a black man. Like, I don't know how you can, honestly, D, I don't even know how you could grow up as a black man and not experience the barbershop. Like, not even once.
I mean,
that's how
you see
me.
I got a fade. You got locks, but you know what it is when you get all that tapered and lined up and the face cleaned up.
Yeah,
bro, it's a different ball game out here, bro.
Yeah,
it's different.
You thinking you like?
It's
I look it just as good as the celebrities.
Where's the camera? Where's the camera? No filter.
You can snap me up on any side.
No filter. Just give me the lighting and the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, let's go. Selfies on deck. You know, it's different, bro. It's different, man. It's different, and it's like if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. When you get up out that chair, bro, it's just different, man. And now we got social media now. I think niggas become content creators after they get out the barbershop.
Facts.
You know, what up, world? You know, today I just wanted to... He ain't never said nothing in his life. And he out here giving quotes.
Watch out.
He out here giving quotes. He out here preaching online. I'm just thinking
Facts.
about the goodness of God today and just look at the
Yeah.
sun. It's like, nah, boy.
Yeah.
You just got that open two taper, boy. That's what you just got, man.
You just got that line up. You trying to see, you feel me? You trying to see if you can get somebody
Look.
comment.
For real. For real.
Most definitely.
It's different, man.
You
It's
ain't
different.
slick.
It's one of
We
them.
know what you're doing.
It's one of them experiences we need, though. You
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Every man need to be hyped up like that. They need to feel good about themselves like that, man. Even if it's just once every couple weeks, it's something that they need to experience, bro.
Yeah.
It's something because you look for opportunities to better yourself when you feel good about yourself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Say it
saying?
again.
Like, you look for opportunities to better yourself when you feel good about yourself. There are some spaces you won't walk into when you don't feel good about yourself. Period. Period. There's just some things. There's a certain walk you won't have. There's a certain talk you won't engage in certain conversations. You won't go in certain spaces when you don't feel good about yourself. And that's one of the most powerful things about being in a barber chair and getting cleaned up and self-care and self-love and cleaning yourself up, because it's like it gives you that boost of confidence.
Absolutely.
That you forgot you had.
You forgot you had.
You feel me? You done been Scruffy McDuffie for a couple weeks.
Ain't that crazy?
But once you get cleaned up, it's like, I don't know who that cat was a couple weeks ago.
That
but
is so wild,
is a totally different person. It's a totally different person.
Totally different person.
It's it, bro. It's it, man. It's just like when you look good, you do good. When you look good,
you feel good.
You feel good.
And when you feel good, like you said, you do good.
You look for the good. Like, you try to find something to get into. You try to find something that can better yourself, because it's like I got this burst of energy, this boost of confidence, because it's like I look good and I feel good. So it's like, what can I do to compound on this? You know what I'm saying?
Like, when you get a fresh cut, like, having a fresh cut is like one of the first things I say. I ain't never really heard another black man hit on another black man before. Like, it's always being like, hey, you got a fresh cut, boy, you crispy.
Hey, bro, we
showing love, like, boy, you look good.
Hey, we're going to tell you every time.
Every time.
We're going to tell you every time.
And it's like, what if we pick each other up and, like.
The truth is, we want that.
We want that.
And we need it. We want that and we need it, bro. We appreciate that. Like, compliments from just women ain't the only thing we look like. We even take pride when one of the bros be like, hey, man, I see you, bro. You clean, man.
Clean.
You know
outfit,
what I'm saying?
I like the pants, the shoes, whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
And we don't got to say pause behind it either.
Because it ain't nothing gay about it. Like, it's,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's love. That's love. And it's like, that's, hyping your bro up is something that you're supposed to do, because
for sure
we know what that feeling is.
Most definitely.
Why not highlight that moment?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, your taper look good, bro. Hey, that lineup is crispy, dog. Like, you out here shining.
Who your barber, dog? Like, I might need to go to you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
It ain't nothing funny about that, bro.
Ain't nothing like it, bro.
Ain't nothing funny about that, bro. It's life changing. It's life changing. But again, back to the barbershop, man. Barbershop, not even just the self-care that you get from it and the cleanup, but the space of the barbershop is just one of those things that really shape who you are as a man.
Absolutely.
They shape who you are as a man. There's so much that we learn from communication styles to conflict skills. And it's how
to
you
joke.
Like, that stuff is really, it's stuff that I try to teach my boys. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that I try to teach my boys. It's like, I tell my son sometimes, it's like, hey, man, you can't be, you can't tell a joke and not be able to take a joke.
Take a joke, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And when I'm just walking in here now, he the main one I try to tell.
Zay,
he the main one I try to tell. I was like, bro, you can't give a joke and then when somebody make fun of you, now you don't know how to take it.
Now you don't know how to take it.
Like, I need you to
but
learn.
He gonna shoot though, ain't he?
He gonna shoot every time.
Hey, he gonna fully load and
he gonna
let everything go at the clip.
He'll wake up and roast you, bro. I'm like, bro, what was you dreaming about this roasting session before you got up? Like, dog, you really giving it to me right now.
Hey, it's like, before bro went to sleep, he was like collecting them in his head. Like, I got 3, 4, 5 of pops in the morning.
For real. For real. For real. Be
Zay, that's
throwing them
crazy.
though, but it's just the barbershop is just one of those places, man, where men are they socialize in community, and that's probably one of the most necessary things that we need in our life. We
100%, bro.
need social spaces where we can be men, we can be black, we can be us, and not have to put the mask on, and we can have the conversations, and it's just safe. It's
Yeah,
just safe. I could chill and just be me and not have to perform right now.
for sure. For sure. One of the first places black men learn to be vulnerable.
It is. It
A
is.
lot of us in the black community have struggled with that, especially like the therapy talk. But the fact that we can go in, like you said, we can go in the barbershop, that's our therapy session right there. Being able to just express ourselves. And even if we ain't getting answers on how to exactly handle or execute our situation,
Yeah.
we just getting love from brothers like, hey man, if you need anything, holler at me. Like, oh, we here for you, bro. We understand. We done been through before too. Like, keep your head up, keep going. Like, just hearing that,
I done
bro.
walked out the shop with gas money before.
What'd you say?
I done walked out the shop with gas money before.
See?
I pulled up on E and the money I had was for my haircut. You feel me? And I was gonna pray that I got back home, but I
For
ended up
sure.
having gas money leaving the shop because somebody looked out for me. You know what I'm
That's what's
saying?
up, bro.
You feel me? So it's just like
Love.
it's one of them spaces where we able to love on one another, and we able to just, shine on each other, because we all understand that life ain't easy for all of us out here. We all dealing with the same plight. A lot of us have some of the same similar experiences. So it's like we know what it is out here, bro. You ain't even gotta go into detail. We know what's up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like in that moment we're meeting each other's needs.
Yeah,
And that need is just the need is just to be vulnerable in a space where we don't have a lot of opportunities to be vulnerable in the world.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Cause either it gets exploited or taken advantage of or misunderstood,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Black man's already got, when us growing up, we've always been taught like, you already got 2 strikes against you.
Straight up.
You black and you a man.
Straight up. And I don't care what anybody feel about that.
Yeah,
That's a reality.
it's a reality.
That's a reality.
Like you said, 5-0 riding past, that's just the things we had to experience. And those 2 strikes against us was like, let's just be quiet and like,
Off the top.
watch. Cause
Off
at
the
3rd
top.
strike, that's all we need is to give them a reason.
Off the top. Off the
Yep,
top. And we knew that. We knew
we
that
knew
that
that.
was our experience amongst one another when it came to certain situations. Like, that's just something
Yeah,
we knew. That's
yep,
just something we knew, man. And it's just like some things don't need to be explained. Some things don't even
for
need to
sure.
be said. We feel this shit. We
Feel
feel
it.
it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the barbershop was just one of those places where we felt each other.
Yeah,
We felt the experience. Everyone resonated with one another. We understood what it is that we was trying to get away from. We all understood what we was gonna feel like after we got up out the chair. Like we knew what we were here for. We know what we
for
here
sure.
for. We
Yeah,
know what we here for. So let's
we
get
knew the
into it.
agenda. We knew the agenda for ourselves, and we knew the agenda of everybody else around us, and
Straight
therefore
up.
that's what made us feel safe.
Straight up. So shout out to all the barbers out there, man.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to all the
y'all.
barbershops. I want to give a special shout out to my brother-in-law, James Kelly. He's a former barber. He
Hey,
know what we talking
shout out to you,
about.
James.
Shout out to my buddy Jordan Hunter. I went to high school with this brother, man, and he
Yeah,
ended up being a barbershop owner. And he owns 2 shops now. Uh, Shout out to an old friend of mine, David Polk. He was like a big brother to me some years ago. David
word.
Polk is one of my barbers when he lived here in Louisville. The last city I known him to live in is in D.C. I'm not sure if he's still there, but
Yeah,
he's a top notch barber. Dude is a visionary. When he was here, he owned 2 shops and a barber school. And so
wow.
he was a hustler, man.
He was getting to it.
He was getting to it. Shout out to my barber, my current barber right now, Corey Schultz. You know what I'm saying? Who's one of the dude is a
Corey
guy.
Schultz, I know you talking about.
You know,
He's cold. Yeah,
he's a
Corey's
guy
cold.
with the Clippers, man.
He's
Bro's a
cold.
beast, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cuz got like 100 clients. Cause,
He's one of them. He's one
cause
of them
dude really,
ones.
he be posting, and I think what's his name on Instagram, like C Schultz.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Corey, man. He really is a fire barber.
He's one
By
of
the
them
way,
ones.
one of them ones, like really, like you said,
Yeah.
cold with the Clippers. Like that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
That's giving ability right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to my barber, my current barber, Tez, man. Martez, he's been cutting me now for about a year or so.
Okay.
Tez, really good dude. He's kind of like I said, one of those dudes where you can sit down, have those conversations with, and just relax,
Yep.
bro. Like Tez is that guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trey. Trey was like one of my first barbers. I started going to kind of when I was like in my younger 20s or whatever. Shout out to Trey.
Yeah.
And then I transitioned from Trey to my cousin. Shout out to you, Sid, if you watching this or checking out the podcast. My cousin Sydney. If I could, to be honest with you, I would still be, cause obviously that's family. Like I would still be getting cut by cuz, but he moved to Cincinnati, got married. So congratulations to him on that. He got married and moved to Cincy.
For sure.
So
I'm gonna shout out my wife too, because anytime my boys don't get to the shop, she get them together.
for real? Oh, okay. We were just talking about this off camera.
7, 8 times out of 10, when they lined up and got that taper, she probably did it.
She probably did it. That's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Absolutely.
We were just talking about this off camera. Ma Duke. Shout out to Ma Dukes, actually.
Yeah.
Ma Dukes was really actually the first to cut my hair. And for anybody that want to, make jokes or whatever about that, that's cool. Because like we just talked about on this podcast, I didn't learn how to like take a joke.
Hey, bro.
You feel me?
That stuff roll off your back, man.
It roll off my back.
And if it don't, we could box and we can go get something to eat after, so it don't matter.
Most definitely. We can, dap it up right after. And Ma Dukes actually did a very great job. Shout out to you, Ma. I love you.
Yeah.
You did your thing with the clips. I very much appreciate you.
Yeah, man. So shout out to anybody that understands the power of the barbers, the power of the barbershop. And shout out to anyone who really still does it the traditional way, right?
Yeah.
Where you take walk-ins and it's really a place where you can sit down and chop it up with people and have conversation and really just have that safe haven, man. That space where you can really just glean from one another, lean on one another.
Man.
And just
keep going
and get cleaned up at the same time. You feel me?
Very much needed.
Like, shout out to all of those guys. Shout out to just the barber world, man. Even though it's like it's morphed into an industry that's just like it's really thriving, bro. It's like these guys, man, and with social media now, like they're able to reach and they able to get clientele in another city, man. They can go. Some of these guys can go on vacation and make money while they there because people have been seeing them all over the world. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you said, bro. Some of these dudes is God with the Clippers, so they'll have people really coming to check them out, holler at them from different cities because it's like you really code and you provide a great service. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. Yeah,
straight
man.
Up. So shout out to all the barbers, man. Like I said, keep going. Even though we understand it's shifted, we still appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Somebody's got to cut heads,
and I ain't about to do it on myself. I ain't about to do it myself, man. Give me a pro.
Nah, for sure.
But that's our conversation, bro. I felt like this is one of the ones that's, again, if you know, you know. If you come from it, if you come from it, you know what we're talking about. You know how pivotal and how much of a staple the barbershop is to a black man and in the black community. So we hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Until then, let's continue to ask questions, be curious,
and talk your shift.